Now, a growing conversation here at home about kids riding e-motorcycles and e-bikes and concerns they're not following the law.
Tonight, we're hearing from families who say they've seen that unsafe behavior firsthand.
ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live in the studio. So, Roxanne, what are the biggest concerns?
Chris and Laura, I've been hearing from multiple families all day long today who say this is becoming a growing problem. Families say, they tell me they're seeing more and more kids riding e-motorcycles and e-bikes recklessly, and they warn if it continues, it's only going to be a matter of time before someone gets hurt.
The death of an 81-year-old veteran in Southern California after he was struck by an e-motorcycle is now sparking a bigger conversation here in Northern California. Authorities say the e-motorcycle was being ridden by a 14-year-old.
Unfortunately, these tragedies do happen. It's not a first time. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be a last time either.
Melinda Guerin, a resident from West Sacramento, says she's seen unsafe behavior firsthand while walking, driving, and even riding her bike, and decided to share her story with the community to share awareness.
I do see youth out there and adults who are on different forms of bicycle and e-bikes and e-motorcycles with and without proper safety gear. It's not always following the rules of the road.
According to the California Highway Patrol, they're also noticing a huge rise in problems following parents buying their kids e-motorcycles, causing issues on the roadways. Many who aren't even wearing helmets and are well under the age of 21.
They're trying to make, adult decisions at those high rates of speed, not knowing how to, manage traffic, coming up to stop signs, red lights. They're riding on sidewalks, in and out of pedestrians.
But what are the differences between an e-bike and an e-motorcycle?
An e-bicycle has pedals. It's a bicycle. You do not need to have a driver's license to ride on one. You can be under at the age of 16 for a class 1 and 2. If you go to the class 3 that can reach up to 28 miles per hour, you do need to have a driver's license.
But CHP stresses no matter the age, everyone should be wearing a helmet. They also make a clear distinction. E-motorcycles are not the same as e-bikes. They don't have pedals, they have pegs, and they're not legal to ride on public roadways. They're meant for private use only. The mother of the teen accused of hitting the man is now facing involuntary manslaughter charges. Law professor Lawrence Rosenthal says those charges will hinge on whether prosecutors can prove criminal negligence.
It's theoretically possible that a prosecutor could establish either that this violation of law or this failure to adequately supervise the child could have proximately caused the death of the victim.
The law professor says the case could come down to what the parent knew and whether there were prior warnings. He adds if prosecutors can prove the child was riding illegally and doing so recklessly, those facts would significantly strengthen their case. Now families and law enforcement are urging parents to have serious conversations with their kids about safety using these e-bikes and e-motorcycles. Chris, Laura.